Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Witch of the Woods Tarot. Thank you so much for being here today and sharing your energy with me. Today, I have asked Spirit to give us a message for the collective, for all of us, something that we need to hear the most right now. So I am leaving the topic up to Spirit, and we will see what comes out. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, let's see what we're going to be talking about today. Spirit, what does the collective need to hear the most right now? Ooh, okay, we've got Mars with motion. Motion. I'm getting a message of things being set into motion behind the scenes. Tell me more about this motion. Let's get some tarot to support this message. Spirit wants you to take action on something. Whether it's something you've been putting off or something that you have been manifesting, dreaming about, desiring, but you haven't taken any action steps towards it. Spirit is saying it's time to take action now. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us to support this message about taking action? The thing about Mars is that it's a very action-focused planet, right? It's also very impulsive. So there's a message here of taking action, yes, but not just taking action to take action, but to actually take calculated steps and calculated action. So think before taking action. I feel there's a message coming through of like bullheadedness, of just kind of pushing your way through a situation that needs more delicacy. Mars is not a delicate planet, okay? Mars is the definition of a bull in a china shop. And so for some of you, Spirit is really saying something requires a more gentle hand, because maybe you are taking action, but you are doing it in a way that is more detrimental than beneficial. There is a need here to think before you act, to think before you speak, to calculate, to analyze, not to be stuck in that stage forever. Really, it's about balance, right? Everything in life is about balance. And it's really about taking action, but not taking it impulsively, thinking before you act, but not taking too long to think before you act, okay? A lot of the times, and I know I'm speaking to a lot of my air signs here, a lot of the time we analyze and think and plan and strategize, and we do this for years without taking the actual action. We spend too much time sitting in the indecision, and I'm saying this as a Libra, okay? Like, we take too much time sitting in the indecision, sitting in the thinking phase, the planning phase, without actually doing. So it's really about finding a balance. It's really about finding a balance between planning, thinking, and doing, taking the action. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What else do we have to support this message, please? Okay, of course. The first card fell on the floor, as per usual, but we have the Six of Cups here. Oh, we have the Tower. Okay, the Tower, the Six of Cups. Can I have one more card, please, Spirit? What the message coming through right now is that some of you have taken an action to the detrimental. So if this is past energy, as in you've already sort of taken this impulsive action that is a bit regrettable, you're kind of wondering, where do I go from here? Okay, let's get one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you. We've got the Two of Wands. So really, this is what I was speaking to. It's this energy of either, with the Two of Wands, there's this almost indecisive energy, being stuck in this indecision, or being stuck in the past, or not learning from past mistakes. So there is a habit here of impulsivity when it comes to a certain aspect of your life, a certain area of your life. Sometimes impulsivity is needed. Sometimes things need to break down. Sometimes things need to come to an end, as we see with the Tower here. If things are not built on a solid foundation, then they need to come down. Yes, there is a cat walking on the desk. Come here, baby. But I see, for a lot of you, what's actually happening is you being stuck in indecision and stuck in, again, like a planning phase, or like reminiscing, nostalgia, back into the past, or being afraid to move, to take action because of past mistakes and because of past experiences and traumas. But maybe you took action on something and it didn't end up the way you wanted it to. It didn't turn out as planned, and so that has kept you kind of stuck in this energy of wanting to try again. So what is the advice here, Spirit? What is the advice for the collective? How do we move past this? Yeah, I was just talking about being stuck in indecision, and we have the Eight of Swords, which is very much an energy of feeling stuck within your own mind. It's succumbing to this loop, this trap in your thinking that is causing you not to be able to take a step forward to what you want. Like, as you can see in this image, their crown is right in front of them. But they have tied themselves up and blindfolded themselves and trapped themselves in a certain way of thinking. And so it's really about changing your thinking, waking up to the illusion of the entrapment, because the cage, and I feel like I've talked about this recently in another reading, maybe it was the August predictions, but the trap, the illusion, is the cage. The cage isn't real. You can step out of it at any time. You just have to make the decision to do so. Okay, another card flew on the floor. Let me grab it. And it is the Page of Pentacles. This is really about starting down a new path, forging a new path, one that is beneficial physically. So this could be health-wise, this could be Financially, pentacles are all about our physical world and reality. So our stability, our home, our health, our finances, right? So maybe for some of you, this is taking a big financial step. Maybe this is purchasing a home. Maybe this is seeking out a new career shift or change, starting a business. But there's something that you have been holding yourself in fear of doing, okay? And Spirit is saying now is the time to set things in motion. Now is the time to take the necessary steps. Now is the time to take action. Can I get one more, please? Ten of Swords. Yeah, I see a lot of you are, again, it's this loop. You're stuck in this loop of wanting to do something, wanting to head down a certain path, whether, again, it's like a new career, a new job, a new home. You want to move to a certain area. Maybe it has something to do with your health as well. Okay, maybe there's some kind of change you want to make. Whether it's losing weight, whether it's gaining weight, whether it's just creating a more healthy lifestyle, right? And you may get a message, maybe through me or another tarot reader, or some positive message that encourages you to start. And then you start making the plans. But instead of doing, you're just stuck in the moment of planning and strategizing. You're like, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start eating healthy. You start writing down, I'm going to follow this specific diet for my health, or I'm going to start, I'm going to take these courses. I'm going to look into these courses because this is what I actually want to do. And in order to advance to this career position that I want, I need to upgrade my skills. So you find classes and you work out all of the plans and you write everything down, but you're not actually taking the action. And it's because you're stuck in this fear and this indecision of change. For some of you, what's coming through is not being able to trust yourself. So maybe you have tried something similar to this in the past. Maybe you've tried to go down a more healthy path in the past, or you've tried to look for another job in the past and something didn't work out. And so you're reliving that past experience of failure, or maybe you fell off of a habit or a diet, and so now you can't trust yourself to do it again. That is what's holding a lot of you back. And it's all in the mind. There's no, again, you're using one example of evidence of failure to project onto any future possible success. Does that make sense? So you're like, well, I tried this last year and it didn't work, or I fell off of it, or whatever it is. I applied for those jobs and then nothing happened. And you're taking that past failure and projecting it into the future and making that stop you from going after the thing, right? Not knowing or not acknowledging that this time can and will be different because you have changed and grown. You're keeping yourself small. You're keeping yourself stuck to this past version of yourself when really that past version of yourself is dead and gone. That past version of yourself is dead and gone. You need to start rewiring your thinking. Okay, stop keeping yourself trapped in the thought patterns that are keeping you stuck and keeping you from evolving, from growing, from moving forward. because there is a new successful path here for you, one that is going to be very beneficial in your physical reality if you take the step. If you take the step, if you take the action, if you stop being stuck in indecision, in the planning phases, okay? Literally with the Two of Wands, we see someone with, usually it's the world in their hands. This person is standing on the world. They have the whole world available to them, just like you do. You have a whole world of opportunities, of help, of support available to you in whatever it is that you are wishing to pursue, but you're not taking advantage of any of it. Okay? So, Spirit, what is the advice besides getting out of this loop of this spiral of thought? What can help the collective get out of that spiral of thought so that they can take action on what they need to do? Practical advice, please be clear, Spirit. Thank you so much. Let's get some practical advice. Okay, 2. All right, we've got the Five of Wands. I've got the Hanged Man, the Five of Wands. Okay, yeah, it's really about a perspective shift is what Spirit is saying. Shifting your perspective. Getting new insight on the situation. So maybe taking a step back and really looking at things from a new perspective. It's interesting with this Hanged Man card here. We see him, the typical posture of the Hanged Man, hanging upside down, but he has this heart lock on his shirt, and you see this little mouse that's sitting on his leg has the key. So the solution is within reach, is what Spirit is saying. The solution is within reach if you take a different look at things. Like the Hanged Man, he's hanging upside down to gain enlightenment. So maybe you need to look at things from a different angle. And Spirit is also saying with this Five of Wands here that you really need to remove certain obstacles, anything that is in your way, energetically or physically in your way. So is there... The example I'm getting is, say you're trying to quit smoking, but everyone in your friend group are smokers, right? So you can quit in the morning, and then by the time in the evening you go out and spend time with those friends, you've started up again, right? So in that situation, the solution would be to spend less time with those people, to really evaluate your friendships and the people you spend time with if they can't support you in what you're trying to do. Okay? Sometimes Spirit is really talking about your environment here. So it could be friends, it could be family, it could be the work environment that you're in, okay? It could be your living situation. And I honestly, I understand that a lot of us can't just get up and change our living situation immediately with the way the world is right now. However, there is a solution here somewhere. So whatever this is that is blocking your progress, that is keeping you down, with the Five of Swords is a card of competition. It's like almost sibling rivalry. It's like trying to beat each other out. But how I'm reading this in today's reading, what Spirit is showing me is like the example of a barrel of crabs, right? One crab is trying to make it out of the barrel, and all of the other crabs are grabbing onto him and pulling him back down. It's like you can't get out of the barrel, you can't make progress on this thing until you get rid of the things that keep dragging you down, whether that's people, whether that's a work environment, a situation, a relationship. If you're falling back into a certain habit or pattern that is being exacerbated by the people around you, by your work environment, by your play environment, right? Is this like friends? Is this a social situation that you keep putting yourself in that is encouraging you to stay stuck where you're at? It's definitely time to move on from that. Okay, so it's really about clearing blockages, looking at things from a new perspective. Spirit is saying the solution is within reach. So take some time to really think and analyze about what is pulling you down, what is holding you back, the environments that you're in. Yeah, very strong on environmental obstacles here, is what Spirit is saying. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups, which is all about walking away. Walking away when things no longer serve you. And the cups are all about emotions, right? So it's something that you could have invested a lot of emotional time and weight into. Again, a relationship, right? A job even. Maybe this is about the environment in your workplace. And that's coming through really strongly, actually. For some of you, the environment in your workplace has become too toxic, is keeping you small, right? And it's time to walk away from that environment. But it's something that you've invested time and love and energy into, emotional energy into. So what is that for you? Right? Because it's going to be different for all of you. But there's definitely something that you've invested in that it's now no longer serving you. It's becoming the thing that is holding you back, that is holding you down, that is keeping you from taking action and moving forward. Okay, let's get some tea leaves, see if we can get any more practical advice here. Thank you so much, Spirit. There's one. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? I almost said pile number one. Not doing a pick a card today. I'm so used to it though. Okay, we have the month of August coming in. So guys, the time is now. This is a timeless reading, obviously, but if you're seeing this when I post it, it's currently the month of August. August is going to be the month of you taking action. Okay? Okay, Cat just came out, a two-faced friend. So this can be part of that environment that is holding you back. Okay? Could be a friend. For some of you. Let's see. We've also got dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Okay. I talked about it possibly being a relationship that's holding you back. What else? Can we get any more practical advice for the collective? Spirit, casket, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. I feel like the tea leaves are just confirming everything we just talked about, right? Casket. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even see that fall. Something coming to an end. This way of thinking, something needs to leave your life. Something needs to leave your energy. And what's this one? Chair empty. Someone is leaving your... Are you kidding me? Someone is leaving your life. I love... Thank you, Spirit. I love the synchronicities. Casket, someone going out of your life. Someone is leaving your life. So this is truly about letting go. Okay? There is, and this is the time, August is a very important month, but you need to take the action. Someone, most likely someone or something needs to leave. Your environment needs to change. It needs to shift in order for you to move forward. You are a fish, a big fish in a very small tank, right? That needs a new environment so that it can keep growing and keep thriving, because you have been held back by your environment, by the people around you, okay? Whoever or whatever this is that needs to leave your life. Yeah. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else? It's so funny because I went to put away the deck and I didn't mean to get another card, but barrel came out. And it's so funny because we were talking about crabs in a barrel, right? And this says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Yeah. What's lacking is your environment. Your environment has definitely gotten to a place where it can no longer sustain you. It can no longer support you. And so like with this Tower card, it's time. It's time to move on. It's time to take action. It's time to move away, to move on, to let go of whoever or whatever is no longer aligned to you. And I know that this can be a very hard message to hear because we as humans get very used to our environments. It's amazing what becomes normal to us, right? The things and the environments and the situations that become normal to us. But at a certain point, our body, our nervous system, our minds, our emotional body, right? Our energy field, we cannot take it anymore. We cannot handle it anymore. We cannot sustain ourselves on barely any nutrition, right? If nothing is giving us the nutrition that we need, then we need to move on and find something better. And my friends, my beautiful souls watching this video, please take this to heart. For those of you it resonates with, it is time to make some decisions and to take some action to move away from the things that are holding you down and holding you back. I hope that this message resonated for you. Please let me know in the comments if it did. And yeah, I do offer personal readings, so if you would like to dive deeper into what is personally holding you back from achieving whatever goal or manifestation or moving forward in whatever way this is for you personally, then you can request a reading from me. The link is down below in the description box. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so you don't miss any of your future readings, and beautiful souls, I will see you in another reading very soon. Goodbye.